Today, we're stepping into the rather peculiar world of the 2025 SAG-AFTRA Commercials Contract updates. Exciting. Specifically, the new rules around artificial intelligence. And because I can't help myself, who can, we'll also take a little detour into the, let's call it ambitious future of AI superintelligence. So whether you're an actor, a producer, or just someone who likes a good existential crisis, and don't we all, let's have a look, shall we? First, the contract itself. On April 11th, 2025, SAG-AFTRA and the Joint Policy Committee hashed out some new rules for AI in commercials, which, if I'm honest, sounds a little bit like something out of a sci-fi novel. Number 1, digital replicas. These are AI versions of a performer's voice or likeness. Producers now have to give 48 hours notice and get your consent before using one. That is, unless they've booked you last minute, which, let's be real, that happens quite often. If your replica stars in a new ad, then you get 1.5 session fees per spot, plus use and holding. That's just basically as if you've turned up yourself in person, without crafty. Number 2, synthetic performers. These are entirely AI-made characters, no human inspiration needed. Think of them as the NPCs of the advertising world. You know, those video game characters who just stand there endlessly repeating, "I'll show you the way," while you're trying to save the world. Now, if these NPCs, synthetic performers, are used alongside real actors, producers pay 1.5 session fees to SAG-AFTRA. That money then goes towards the union, pension, and health plans. If the whole ad is synthetic, then SAG-AFTRA negotiates the terms with producers directly. Number 3, historical tech. Producers can still use the old-school digital tricks like CGI with a dash of AI, as long as it's business as usual. Not that I'm old enough to remember those days, or am I? It's all quite sensible, really. It protects performers while letting producers dabble in the future. But sensible isn't always the full story, is it? Let's look at the impact on artists and producers. For performers, this feels kind of like a win, doesn't it? You've got control over your AI doppelganger, and you're paid when it's used. But I can't help but wonder about new actors. Will they feel like they have to say yes to AI just to get a foot in the door, especially when synthetic performers are the cheaper option? Short term, that's a bit of a worry to me. Long term, I think it might set a decent standard for fairness. Now, as a producer here at CereProds, I'm looking at these AI fees, 1.5 session fees per ad, for digital replicas, plus the synthetic performer fees to SAG-AFTRA, and thinking, well, there goes my budget for fancy coffee on set. There's also the paperwork for consent, which is about as fun as it sounds. But on the bright side, the rules are clear, and the extended 24-month maximum period of use gives us a bit more wiggle room. Short term, it's a squeeze, but long term, we will find a way to make AI and human talent play nicely together. Let's look at the industry implications of this agreement. For the industry at large, this contract is a bit like putting a leash on a very enthusiastic puppy. It keeps AI in check for now. Short term, we will see higher costs, and I wouldn't be surprised if some producers sneak off to use non-union talent or go fully synthetic to save a few dollars, which might ruffle some feathers here and there. Long term, though, fair pay keeps performers in the game, which is good for everyone. And with laws like California's 2024 performer protections, this all fits into the bigger push for ethical AI. We will undoubtedly see more fully synthetic ads on the lower end of the spectrum, but that also comes down to taste. Once the what I call the new car smell is gone from synthetics, creative agencies and producers may well get the yearning for the old school flesh and blood performers. Let's look at the bigger picture, though, the dangers of AI and super intelligence. I stumbled across this rather alarming graphic about AI superintelligence, and I couldn't not share it. It claims that AI could reach an IQ of 10,000, compared with a measly 100 ballpark figure, and improve itself, AI that is, in an ever-accelerating loop, making endless copies of itself. It learns 100 years' worth of skills in an hour, while we're still trying to figure out how to parallel park. But here's the bit that really got me. Many AI scientists warn that superintelligence could become uncontrollable, potentially, well, killing us all, or unaliving, should it be? Yeah, better for searching, right? And apparently, 1 in 10 of these scientists think that this is a good thing. Now, as a human, I may be biased, but I personally don't think the annihilation of mankind is a good thing on any day of the week. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but I quite like existing. The graphic says that this could happen in the next 1 to 5 years if we're not careful. And in our world of commercials, we're just playing with synthetic performers, but this kind of AI could rewrite the whole game, or be the end of it. I think this deserves its own video, so let me know if you'd like me to explore this particular rabbit hole a little bit further. So there we are, the 2025 SAG-AFTRA Commercials Contract AI changes, with a side of existential dread for good measure. Actors, read your contracts carefully. Producers, budget for those AI fees, and maybe a stiff drink. We are entering a brave new world where technology is redefining the rules of entertainment as we know them. And while these developments present some incredible opportunities, in my mind, nothing will ever replace the flesh and blood talent performing from the non-synthetic heart. What do you make of all this AI and commercials, or the idea of superintelligence? Leave us a comment, give us a like, and subscribe for more from CereProds. Until then, keep creating and keep an eye on the robots.
Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to CereProds Puerto Rico. We are the #1 provider of film and video production services in Puerto Rico, and we are here to help your vision come to life. Hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time.